Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, fellow agents of chaos. This is the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Dragovich with my fat co-host, Geoffrey Asmus. Geoffrey, what's up, you bitch?
Wow, Agents of Chaos. That one was good. You put a little thought into that one. I like that. He's finally putting some work into the pod.
Didn't get the pop I was hoping
respect
for.
that. You're already playing with a water bottle right in the way of the camera that I'll use to cut the clips later.
My bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I'll cut the clips.
Yeah, as you all know, Drago, he actually has been doing the clips recently. He's figuring it out,
About
folks.
30 of them.
Yeah, he's doing a good job with the social media.
All those
around.
laughs you guys have been having, me.
Yeah, it has been.
You're
him.
welcome.
It's mostly me in the clips being funny, but he is chopping them up.
I mean, you say the dumbest shit.
I talk a lot, so I kind of take over. So
yeah,
Drago,
some people would say you might need to take
some
a
people would
breath.
say I monopolize the conversation because I have low self-worth, but that wouldn't be what I would say.
No.
Other people have said that.
No.
Many others have said that.
Yeah, I don't know why you would think that.
I
though.
don't. I've just been told that by licensed therapists. Okay, miss you, Dr. Emily. Okay.
Dr. Emily.
I should probably. Yeah, that's fine. I can say her first name. That's fine.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't. But Drago, how's it going? March Madness, you were watching?
March
Been a good
Madness.
tournament. Been a good tournament.
Dude, I just lost $250 this weekend.
Oh, on who?
Do you know the first time I did parlays this weekend?
You've never done a parlay in your life?
I've just been trusting like the one game at a time.
Oh, you got to do parlay to make money.
And I was doing great and I was making money. And then my friends were like, dude, parlay, like bet on 2 games, bet on 3 games. Lost it all.
Of course. Yeah, but if you win one time, you make $3,000.
I was up 100, then I lost 250.
Oh, yeah. Sports gambling is so fun. I was at a casino all weekend. They have like a theater with movie theater seats where you can just watch all the games.
Yeah.
I just got high after the shows and bet on the money line, and it was amazing.
I only bet on
So
basketball, and traditionally, I'm honestly very good at it. I've made some good money at it.
Yeah, I noticed in our bracket pool, you're below me, though, in the scores. Isn't that interesting how that works out?
My Final Four is still alive.
Doesn't matter. I still have more points than you and more total possible points
but
as well.
right now, wait, you have more possible
I have more
points?
possible points than you. Slightly. It's slight because I did most of the same picks as you, but I made it slightly
Did you
different.
look at my bracket before you filled it out?
You can't look at the other. You're not allowed to look
Also,
at the
I
other.
went against a lot of my picks in that bracket for a lot of the...
UConn. It's all about UConn. I think they're playing right now.
Funny you took that.
Jay Billis told me I've been trusting Jay Billis since I was a 5th grader.
I definitely was screaming UConn like last week.
I might have heard that as well.
You're such a loser.
Nothing wrong with that.
But dude, these parlays, like betting on one, like 2 or 3 bets, it's just like you just got to go game at a time.
And you also like never bet on like the Big Ten team with a lot of whites on it. Purdue. You knew they were going to get crushed. They had all the hallmarks of an easily upset
They start 2
team.
white dudes in their backcourt.
And a 7'4" skinny guy. I never trust those
When was the last
skinny
time
guys.
a Final Four team had 2 white guys that brought the ball up?
Butler. I think we won over this last week. But yeah, I think it was Butler.
Butler
we? Did well. Yeah, Butler they were a powerhouse, but they're not many. Villanova, maybe.
No, it was Shelvin Mack that was there.
Yeah, I think you told me that last week as well.
Oh, geez, we're repeating.
We are.
I'll say this. You know, if a white dude is playing on a Final Four team or a Sweet 16 team and he's a guard, he doesn't have both his parents in the picture. I'll say that.
It's a tatted up white guy.
He has had a
It's a guy from Southie
past.
Boston. That's who it is.
One of his mom's so into heroin, it's crazy. That's why he shoots the shit out of the ball.
Yeah.
That guy Funk on Penn State. He just makes every
It's a guy with
shot.
a Jason Kidd haircut.
That home is broken. That's the only way he's that good.
He's on fentanyl.
Yeah, someone's on fentanyl.
Yeah.
He's too afraid to miss. He doesn't want to go back home. That's the only way a white dude can make it.
Yeah. Your family was too good.
2 points, 3 assists, 15 minutes in the tournament. That's my stat.
Because your parents got along.
Because my parents loved me, dude. They loved the shit out of me. That's why we lost to Xavier, because my parents fucking loved me too
God, if your mom would have slapped you a little bit in high school, you would have been a collegiate all-star.
I needed my mom to do some fucked up shit.
You would have been a Wooden Award finalist, but instead your mom made a great dinner at Thanksgiving.
My dad was a military guy.
God damn.
He needed to be put behind bars. He needed to be the opposite. And I wouldn't be here next to you.
Man, if you could do it again, you'd be like, Dad, just hit me a little bit, just so I got a better perimeter play.
Just hit me a couple more times,
just so I don't falter in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah,
come on.
And that's how it goes sometimes, guys.
That is how it goes.
But it is fun to watch. It was a good time.
Oh, I love it. It's the best sporting event in the world. It really is.
Yeah. You were in Springfield, Mass?
I was in Springfield, Mass. What happened in Springfield, Mass, Drago?
Basketball was invented.
Basketball was invented. I thought you were going to miss that for a second. I really thought I threw you a real softball there. I thought you were going to miss it for a second. Okay. Who invented basketball?
Naismith, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know when? I was at the Basketball Hall of Fame yesterday.
1891.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested. I got some more basketball trivia. I want to see if you know about the sport that took away all your dreams. What about this?
Yeah.
Leading NBA scorer of the 1980s.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, not even close.
He was 70s.
More 70s. He was probably top 10 in the 80s.
Can I get 3 guesses?
I'll give you 3 more even. If you get it, I'll give you $20.
If I get it?
I think you'll be shocked at who it is.
80 to 90?
80 to 89, yeah.
I'll be shocked at who it is.
I don't think you'll get it.
George Gervin?
No, close though, but no, he kind of faltered in the late 80s. He was in the 70s more.
I feel like Larry's way too obvious. I'm not going to guess that.
No, because he had some injury problems too.
Moses Malone?
No, up there though.
He was like a rebounder.
It's a guy who played for the. I actually forgot if it's the Nuggets or a Jazz player. It's one of the two. It's either a guy who played for the Nuggets or the Jazz in the 80s.
It wasn't. No.
It is one of those two. I can't remember who it was.
The Nuggets?
It's the Nuggets or the Jazz. This guy scored like 28 points a game, 10 straight seasons.
Huh.
Led the league in scoring twice, I believe.
The Nuggets or the Jazz?
A completely forgotten Hall of Famer who I was glad enough to catch up with in Springfield, the NBA Hall of Fame. You forgot all about him. You forgot all about Alex English? Come on.
Whoa.
Can you look this up if this is true? We have a producer today for the day. David's helping out. Can you check out leading NBA scorer of the 1980s? I believe it was Alex English of the Denver Nuggets.
Are you sure that was every...
I think this is what I read yesterday. It could have been Alex English, most prolific NBA scorer of the 1980s. There we go. Isn't that crazy?
I heard he was a bucket.
Yeah, of course.
I know the name for sure.
The Nuggets were like a perennial 4 seed for the 80s. They were just never quite good enough to make it.
He's like the Brad Beal of their time.
Bradley Beal. Is that the Bullets guy or the Wizards guy? They were the Bullets. You know why they changed it?
Because Bullets is probably a bad.
Well, because DC had the highest crime rate in the mid 90s, and they're like, we can't be the Bullets anymore. I love that. And then they changed it to
That's probably why it was named at first. They were like, there's a lot of fucking.
Yeah, they're like, this is pretty cool. Yeah. Then they called it the Wizards, and people were mad because DC has a huge black population, and the Grand Wizard is the leader of the KKK.
Ooh.
So that was also a bad look for a bit as well.
What are they going to change it to?
I don't think they're changing it, but it's fine.
And then the Redskins, too.
And then the Redskins. Yeah, DC. Not bad.
Good people.
It's where men can still be men in DC.
Their heart's in the right place.
Their heart's in the right place, Drago. Have you ever been to the Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame?
Never.
One of the worst museums I've ever been to, and I'm an autistic guy. I love museums. It is brutal.
Yeah.
You got to talk to your people. You got to get Heron Goatee on the line and tell him to talk to who's the leader of the NBA now?
Who's the
Adam
leader
Silver?
of the NBA?
Adam Silver.
Yeah.
The commish, right? Or whatever. David Stern died, right?
I don't think he's dead.
I think he died. Did David Stern die? I think he died recently. Yeah.
No.
I'm almost positive David Stern
I'll bet
died.
that he's still alive.
I'll bet $5 he died.
Fine.
Okay. David Stern died January 1st, 2020. Hand over the loot, you dumb bitch.
God, this is how bad of a cold streak I'm on.
Yeah, you don't even know David Stern was dead?
I can't win a fucking anything.
He's been dead for over 3 years.
I was like 0 for 8 on Saturday. NC State. Bomb. VCU. Bomb.
VCU's lost their last 6 tourney games. I knew that. They suck.
Yeah, but St. Mary's was a little too white for comfort.
They're always good. They're good for a Sweet 16 run, though.
No, they're not.
St. Mary's is good.
They get fucking dunked on all the time.
St. Mary's has always been the Cinderella to Gonzaga. I'm all in on St. Mary's.
You would have been wrong.
They won. St. Mary's is in the game tonight.
Yeah, they win one game. That's fine.
Well, we'll see how
it
goes.
They win one game every now and then. Do you know how many whites they have? The whole team.
Yeah, great, good.
Whoa.
That's what it will be if Donald Trump's revolution happens on Tuesday, as we all know.
I don't think that's
Did you hear about that?
What?
Trump. He's getting arrested on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
And then he urged everyone to take back the country. Could get wild. Could get wild on Tuesday.
Wait, is he?
If you missed out on January 6th, this could be your chance.
Is he for real getting arrested?
He claims he is. I don't understand why he said it, but yeah, he might be.
What kind of jail would he go to?
He wouldn't ever go to jail, but he might actually go to trial. He'll never go to. Rich people don't go to jail.
That trial would be kind of fun.
The trial would be fun because it's all about the sexual harassments. We're gonna learn about the P tape and all that finally.
Twitter is gonna be so lame during that.
Yeah,
actually,
actually, Donald Trump has done worse things than what he's accused of. He's actually even way worse than a rapist.
Oh my god, dude!
He's done way worse things than rape to the rainforest.
Yeah, and it's that's gonna be terrible because everyone's gonna have their takes.
If there's a little coup, though, I love a coup.
Do you think
attempt.
if a Republican gets elected next year, do you think it's gonna go back to
what Twitter will go? Comedy will go back. Yeah, unfortunately, that'll be bad. That'd be bad. If you want good comedy, even if you don't like Joe Biden, vote for him. It'll help comedy. Absolutely. Trump being elected, while he is humorous, ruins comedy.
It was so bad.
Comedy in 2016 to 2018 was brutal. Stand-up comedy was real. It actually got better near the end, but it was pretty bad for like 3 years.
Some of those late night sets were abysmal.
Everyone's going on stage like, so I'm half Filipino and half Chinese, and that means I like my egg rolls with a yo-yo or whatever. Like that was everyone's joke. Everyone did a joke like that.
Yeah.
I'm German and Mexican. That means I'm hungry for power or something like that.
Literally. So I'm dating a white guy. Boo.
Boo. And every day I put laxatives in his drink.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay.
Don't go back to that, folks.
That ain't right.
Yeah, the overcorrection was a tough couple of years.
Now you could argue we're overcorrecting the other way, and hopefully we'll get back to the middle.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever goes down.
I know you are.
I'm excited.
What were you up to this weekend, Drago? The people want to know about your little Jersey Shore
I was in Stone Harbor, New Jersey with some friends. We were watching ball, and I honestly, it was a great time.
I saw some of the pics on IG. It looked like a pretty swanky pad you were at.
It was a great spot.
Like a pretty nice
Matt
place.
Kennedy came with us. Dude, we played ball.
Uncle Matt came with. If you don't know, Uncle Matt's the guy who I jerked off on the tent, listeners.
Yeah, and he's also like one of our best friends.
Also one of our best friends. Just so happens to be that he turns me on when we're camping.
Yes, and he's a phenomenal guitarist. And,
great guitarist.
Nick's cousin Quinn has some buddies in town, or Jesus, my brain is fried today, dude. My brain
you've already
is
one of the
fried.
more retarded people I've ever met. So
I'm
I don't
already.
think it's gonna be too different.
I'm already I'm already dumb as shit. Anyways,
what are you so fried from? You relaxed and did nothing for 5 days.
I guess I'm just I'm just like loopy. I don't know what it is, but there's some guys in Quinn's band. Nick's cousin Quinn was down there. They have another house across the street or down the street. So the McGoverns have a house. They were recording music, and Matt was playing with these guys who were pro musicians, and he was really.
Was he better than them?
He was really impressing.
Really?
They were like, this dude's fucking really good.
Really? That is awesome.
So they were up all night, 2 nights in a row, making music, and they actually recorded a couple songs.
Were they good?
Matt made a couple alt country
no
swampy
way.
songs, and they were
Johnny Cash but on fentanyl songs.
Yeah, they were up until 4 a.m. and it was so tight.
That actually sounds amazing.
It was really good. So they were doing that over there. We were also we were going back and forth. But yeah, it was just literally just drinking, hanging out, ordering food, getting fat, dude. When you feel yourself gain a few pounds, there's nothing worse.
I would love to see you get fat.
I don't look good at all right now.
Yeah,
all I'm thinking about is having a salad.
Skin's a little splotchy. Yeah,
I know, dude. It just happened. I was drinking. I was eating fried food, and then I think I was just stressing out because all my picks weren't hitting. It was such a bad Saturday, dude. I couldn't believe
you being stressed. I've never seen you have anxiety. That'd be insane.
VCU should have won. And then
you
Memphis.
can't get mad about. Memphis fucked me too. I did put a lot of money.
That was a lock.
They also
Memphis
got fucked.
Was a lock.
They got fucked with that call at the end.
They had the ball with 12 seconds left. You're up 1, and they lose.
They should have given them that timeout when they got the loose ball. They didn't give them a timeout. I was watching the game at the casino. That was fun.
It was brutal, dude.
The thing is, you just put $30 and you don't get mad if you lose. You're just having a good time.
That was the problem.
You put a lot. I won 300 playing blackjack, ladies and gentlemen. pretty good on me.
Well,
Not
that's
too bad.
because the algorithms in your head can count.
If you know how to do blackjack, you got a little advantage.
What do you mean know how to do blackjack? If you're like a little autistic, then you're good.
Or you just put in a little fucking research. Why would you play a game you don't understand?
Well, your mind just grabs
It's not
it a little
that
easier.
hard to like vaguely count cards. It's not that hard to know what to do every time.
Yeah, yes.
It's very simple to learn the 20 hands and what you're supposed to do every time.
Yeah.
Why would you not do
I
that?
feel like that's easy for you to say.
You confuse autism with just learning. You're like, Jeff reads one book a month. He's such an autistic bitch.
You
I'm
are,
like,
yeah.
People like to read books.
I read a book.
You read one book in the last 3 years.
Book.
You did. I actually bought Pistol Pete's biography.
Oh, I've read that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
It's sick.
Yeah, I'm actually really pumped for it.
He grew up just like he was a basketball android.
It says on the front he should have been the greatest player ever, but this book is why he was not, and that is a great tagline for a book.
Big time drinking
love
problems.
That. Didn't he die like suddenly?
Yeah.
Just like playing pickup game when he was 45.
He had a heart problem.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Sometimes doctors miss those.
Oh God, we can't go down this path again.
But yeah, he had.
How
like
is your heart keeping up after 4 or 5 days of drinking?
I might have you might be onto something because when I was out at the shore, I just was nice and relaxed. I felt pretty good.
Isn't that interesting?
And you come back in the city and your whole fucking
maybe New York is what it is. Maybe it's not the booster, it's New York.
Maybe New York just stresses me.
Maybe you're just
out.
not cut out for the big city, man.
I'm ultimately anti-vax now, but that's just how it
Next
goes.
disease, if a new disease comes out and they got a vax, you won't get it.
No shots.
No shots ever again.
I was pro-vaccine, but until it fucked me. We know this.
You
the
didn't
listeners
get
know this.
fucked. You have anxiety. Oh my God, I can't.
Let's keep it moving, guys. I lost money. I'm not in a great mood, but we got to keep. It's okay.
How much money did you lose in total?
$250.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It's not awful.
That's not that bad, but you don't.
I was up 100 at one point.
That's tough. That's tough. You gotta do some more. You don't have any long-term tournament bets.
No.
If UConn plays Alabama in the tournament, I'm going to Aruba with my girlfriend, Bobby Knight.
You're betting on futures?
Yeah, of course. You always bet on a full turn. You get better odds then. UConn play. If UConn just wins, I make a lot.
That's the same thing with parlays, man. Those parlays fuck you.
Yeah, but that's how you make the big money. Otherwise, it's just little nothing chump change.
They don't add
up. Unless you bet on Farley Dickinson or Fairleigh Dickinson. That'd be a good bet.
That was such a why wouldn't you just put $5 down?
You should have. And that do you see their coach? What he looked like?
Yeah.
He won on St. Patrick's Day and he looked like a complete leprechaun. It was one of the greatest coups of all time. I love that.
The best coup.
He looked just like a leprechaun. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah, can you look up what this guy looks like? I can't remember how you spell Farley Dickinson. Yeah, just look up Farley Dickinson coach. He looked just like Tobin Anderson. Yeah, that guy right there on top. That guy. Look at this guy. He looks like the most Irish man to ever live.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's insane. Look what a complete loser. I love him. Oh man, everyone in Boston does look like that.
That buzz cut's tough.
That is a tough look. He looks like an absolute idiot.
He called his shot too. He's like I think we can beat Purdue.
He's like we're gonna shock the world, and then they did, and he looked like that on St. Patrick's Day. The Irish are alive and well, folks.
This is only his first season too.
Really good for him. I really. That's a heartwarming story.
It's good to see a white succeed every now and then.
It's good to see a white succeed. It's good to see a few fail, but we love to see a few succeed. We all do.
I like.
I do hate how much my heart flutters when I see a white guy nail a 3 in a college game. When like Alabama throws in their 7th man, who's like a lanky white guy, and he gets a fadeaway. You're like, that felt good.
That's
I hate to say how good that
it's
felt.
good for the culture.
It's good. It's good that people know we can still play. We choose not to, but we could.
What do you mean choose not to?
Choose a lot. We just choose. I could have been in the NBA. I chose not to.
Yeah.
You know,
the most people play basketball. I mean, try to be good at basketball, but it's only reserved for the select few.
Right.
You
tried.
I tried and failed.
You were close. No, you made it. You made it. You played.
I was out there, folks.
You played in the tournament. Nothing wrong with that.
And you know what?
How many games were you on the court in the tournament?
1.
I thought it was 2.
Well, I played in the last like 3 minutes of the.
That counts. That's
game.
2. Okay, that counts.
That was my freshman year.
That. So I was in Spring. Have you ever been to Springfield, Mass. before?
Nope, don't plan on it.
It is a third world country, is what I would say.
Yeah.
It legitimately is like a failed state. It was like doing comedy to a developing nation.
Really?
You get off the train in Union Station, and it's just empty buildings. Everything's empty. Is
that where UMass Amherst? No,
it's
that's
UMass.
Amherst.
It's where UMass is. It's where
yeah.
UMass is. Yeah.
I heard there are some sluts at UMass. I've heard about this. When I was at BC, people were like, "That's where you got to go."
I didn't get the slut count from the audience.
You
No
didn't
one was
ask?
giving me the slut rating. No, I was.
I heard those girls were about it. That's hey, I didn't say it. I was just a student.
You know, their team is called,
I wasn't a local.
Their team's called the Minutemen, nicknamed after me. Everyone knows that. Yeah.
How long were you sitting on that one for?
A while.
That sucks.
What are you, Minuteman? What's that named after?
Are you doing that on stage?
No, I didn't say that actually.
Thank
I should have.
God,
Do you know what Minutemen's named after?
Something war thing or general. Something
God,
war.
it's so sad. You know nothing about the country that gave so much to you.
Minutemen.
You know nothing about the country that let your Serbian ass in. We could kick you out in a second if we wanted to. We choose
when
to
did
let
When did your grandparents come over here?
I know, Mike. It was my great. They got here in the 1860s, probably 1870s.
Ooh, you're like white.
Yeah, we've been here a while. You're new, buddy. How about you learn about the culture?
I feel like your great grandparents probably did some fucked up shit. Probably more fucked up shit than my family did.
I'm sure they weren't entirely unsympathetic to the Nazi cause. That's like a hidden part of American history, is that a lot of German Americans were pretty pro-Nazi. Because they're pretty.
I just saw something that there was like.
I'm saying it's good.
There was something at like Madison Square Garden had like a thing about. They had like a meeting, not a meeting, but they had a rally for the Nazis at MSG.
I'm sure that happened in the late.
Can you look that up, Dave?
In like the 30s, I bet that happened. 1939.
20,000 people
shit.
packed MSG and they had a Nazi
shit. It's got its own
rally.
Wikipedia page for a Nazi. 20,000 people attended. Holy shit. It was a pro-American rally.
It was like a Springsteen concert for Hitler.
It featured a huge Washington portrait with swastikas on each side. Holy shit.
They were all like hiling and shit.
Well, it's because like they didn't want America to go to war with Nazi Germany because they knew he would beat them. So, okay, damn, that's crazy.
Wait, they didn't want us to wait.
Well, they wouldn't want us to go to war with Germany because they're
like
pro-Nazi,
Germany,
and they knew that our military would probably beat them in the end. Damn, I'm gonna look that. That's gonna be a great. Look at that, Madison Square Garden.
Imagine walking around New York with like there's actual Nazis.
Billy Joel doesn't even always sell out Madison Square Garden, but the Nazis did. The Nazis sold out Madison Square Garden.
Isn't that awesome?
I heard the Louis show is only about 90% full. The Nazis sold it out.
That's frightening,
wow,
dude.
that is crazy.
Racism really pushes tickets.
Racism. Look at that. They have George Washington with swastikas on the side. That's insane. It's a different time. They didn't know about the Holocaust then. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know that
What
yet.
if that was part of the announcement? Like, and here's our plan.
Yeah, and here's our plan. Everyone's like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
They'll never go through with that.
Yeah, they're like, that was kind of weird. The second part was kind of weird.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to be an anti-Jew thing. We kind of like the Jews.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. How did you know about that, but I didn't? Where'd you learn about that?
I'm not gonna act like I have any smart.
I mean, you knew that. I'll take that.
I picked up on something.
I'm not against that. I'm glad you're learning.
That's pretty cool, right?
That is. I wouldn't say cool is the word I would use. Interesting is a word
cool.
a lot of people would use. Drago, will you say that a pro-Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden was cool?
No.
Say it for the cameras.
I think the fact that we documented it, we can learn about it is cool.
I think it is interesting to think that many Nazis were in America at one time. Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, I wonder where else they were. Maybe Minneapolis, where your lineage is.
No, my family's mostly from the countryside of Minnesota, but yeah,
countryside.
They're mostly all my 4 grandparents were farmers.
Oh,
all
really?
4 of them grew up on farms. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What up?
Oh, so you guys. Okay, wait.
They're all rural folk.
Okay, so
and then we escaped to the suburbs. Yeah, we escaped to the suburbs. I'd say 70% of my relatives live in rural
What did your
America.
grandparents grow?
They grow like corn. They grow green beans. They grow beets. Everyone grows a diversified crop.
Everyone has diversified their crop?
Because
I feel like
agriculture?
I feel like Iowa's pretty.
They do a thing called crop rotation where they grow different crops every year because certain plants add nutrients to the crops.
Whoa!
Every farmer grows more than a one crop if they want to have good soil.
For some reason, I'm glad that your family went to the suburbs because I can't see you.
I don't think I would have done well on a farm. I think I would have.
Can't see you waking up and like lifting anything.
If
really.
you thought I had trouble getting laid in a diverse cosmopolitan city, imagine what it would have been like when there were 3 women within 30 miles, and 2 of them are my cousins. It would have been tough.
And the whole idea is like, like being like a strong
if I'm a weak little guy like, well, did you guys hear about the Peloponnesian War?
My farm's pretty good too. My farm's doing okay.
I think we should build a mass transit system out here. I would be such a nerdy farmer.
Your family would have died.
Yeah, we would have died in a hard winter. If there would have been a tough blizzard in early November that took out the soybean crop, we were done.
You guys would have nothing to eat?
Yeah, I would have done poor. I'd be reading while they were all like milking the cows and stuff.
Your super skinny kids are just sleeping 18 hours a day. Dad,
I would have pumped out kids too.
We need food, Dad.
Because farmers pump out kids. They're pumping out workers. They're all having.
Yeah, you got to help out.
You got to have 8 kids. That's 8 workers.
You're having 8 little skinny.
I'd be like, my kids would be so scared. I'd be like, well, we got to hire a Mexican this year, kids. We have to do it. We can't do it ourselves anymore.
You guys are one Mexican.
Not that you would have crushed on a farm.
Yeah.
You would be complaining the whole time. Imagine your health woes if you have to walk through poison ivy every day.
Well, no, I wouldn't have had to be anti-vax at this time. I just wouldn't have gotten.
You wouldn't have gotten vaxxed. You wouldn't have even gotten a newspaper.
And I'd be a big burly Serbian man with some big fucking thick ass Serbian kids.
And you'd have a thick wife too.
My wife would be.
You'd have
the round mound to rebound, young Charles Barkley. My wife would be a college 4.
She'd be a Glenn tractor trailer. Remember that guy?
Yes.
Or Glenn Big Baby Davis. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Won a lot of money on him in about 2008.
Yeah.
Won the tournament pool one year.
Thick thighs save lives, especially in the 30s.
You've never hooked up with a thick woman.
That's not true.
Oh, really? Not when I've known you.
We all have our off nights.
No. Oh, and there his true colors come out.
That was pretty funny.
It's funny. It's all
and
funny.
And that's a joke.
Drago had his off nights for 5 seasons at BC and Notre Dame. And one night, I don't know when this was. When was that in your life?
What? Well, everyone's beautiful. All bodies are beautiful.
All bodies are beautiful, except for a few
when a girl
people.
is too skinny, that's honestly an issue.
But
we can talk about that another
time. I think that's rough too. Did you get on Hinge over the weekend in New Jersey?
I did. It got intense. It got intense.
He's been off Hinge for how long?
3 months.
3 months off Hinge. He was itching. The dick was itching.
It's just back to being a time suck again. I'm just like, oh wait, what am I doing?
Did you have a lot of messages?
Likes,
no messages.
Well, you have to match.
They could have matched. I thought from your old swipes, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wasn't.
You see, were you matching a lot though?
I matched with a couple of gals, and then I'm talking to them, and then I'm just like, what am I doing, dude?
Was it the same women you've been talking to?
Same.
Margaret, who works in consulting.
Right down the pipe.
Oh, God. Just one tatted barista.
Just listen, dude.
I want you to date a social worker. I think it would change both of your lives
These
for the
Syracuse grads that work in marketing just love me.
Yeah, they do.
And that's how it... And we have to stay in our lane sometimes, Geoffrey.
I agree.
You want me to get with a tatted barista who wants to make me a communist?
Yeah, I think you don't have to become a communist, but you want to hear her out.
And then,
after you come and you're in a little post-nut clarity, I'd love for her to explain democratic socialism to you.
But then
I would love that.
But then like we're at a bar and she's like telling me about like why no one should work more than 20 hours a week, and then I'm embarrassed in front of my friends and I'm just
no, leftists are cool as shit.
Oh my gosh, just let
it's the libtards that ruined us. The libtards ruined us.
Oh really?
The pussy hats, they ruined us.
So you think that's cool? The 20-hour-a-week people are cool.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think there's an extremist side.
I don't know what the 20-hour-a-week thing you're talking about is.
You've never heard of like this thread on Twitter?
Well, I haven't been on Twitter in a year and a half. I don't see this.
Yeah, you're kind of a rough guy to talk to sometimes.
It's amazing. Why would I? All you talk about is how bad Twitter is, and you're like, why would you not be on it? It sucks.
It's you have to stay like in the now.
I hate Twitter. I think it's the worst thing. It's the worst social media by far.
I think one of the talking points of hyper leftists leftist people is that like there should be like a 4-day work week or like a 30-hour
that's a great
week.
idea. I don't think 20, 30 hours. Yeah, that's great. People
don't
are
know.
overworked.
I think that's.
You don't think you're overworked?
I'm a lot of things, but I think it's
Okay.
I think that's still a slippery slope.
Slippery slope to what?
With the 30.
There aren't enough jobs for everyone. We're automating all the jobs. There aren't going to be enough jobs. What are we going to do?
We're going to have the
we're all just
basic income, right? UBI.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, but then we would work less hours.
Well, when that happens,
that's the same thing.
When universal basic income happens, then I can't argue against it.
Oh, okay.
There's so many jobs out there.
But those people who are arguing for 30-hour work weeks are also arguing for universal basic income, so they're the same people.
If AI can really start to make some moves and we don't have to work,
it is about to. It is now.
That's not a big deal.
Once they automate truckers, it's gonna be anarchy.
But it's
gonna be crazy.
But there's a ton of jobs out there that people are.
Not good jobs. Yeah, if you want to work at Subway.
No, there's other jobs.
There are not many good. There's a few. They're bad jobs.
People are getting jobs. Our friends are getting jobs left and right.
Yeah, they're selling like insurance equipment, and they have to cold call 800 businesses a day.
800
or a lot.
These are jobs. These are jobs.
Sure,
folks.
Sure, it's a job. Yeah,
this
is a job. I wouldn't say I like it.
All right, we have to thank the Patreon one more time.
There we
for
go.
Helping us make this
there
a
we
job.
go. Well, it's not. We're hemorrhaging money, ladies and gentlemen, but we're getting there. We're getting to. If more people would join the Patreon, what do they get in the Patreon, Drago?
Fridays, you get 2 episodes.
Fridays, you get 2 episodes because you usually get them on Monday, so you're getting them early.
You get an early
$3
episode.
tier is what?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but which version of the episodes is it?
Yeah, you get the Patreon episode early, and you get the normal episode on, you get the
audio
normal.
only. Every week I quiz you on this.
Can I say this? Worst day to ask me this stuff. I am cooked, folks. I'm absolutely cooked.
I don't understand why you're so
nothing
tired.
in the tank.
I don't know what you're so tired from doing.
I think the stress of betting has taken years off my life.
Huh?
I bet too much. I stayed up late. You know, dude, anytime you travel, when you come back, the last thing you want to do is podcast for 2 hours.
I took a 4-hour train from Springfield, Mass, straight here. My suitcase is in the room, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You don't hear me complaining.
Yeah, but you haven't been very entertaining. I'm kind of carrying this whole thing right now. I'm
absolutely
I'm kind of dominating you this whole time.
I'd say this one's been pretty even. I think we both had our moments.
I
think your farmer thing was pretty funny. I think my anti-Serbian thing was pretty funny.
Okay.
Sound off in the comments who's been carrying this episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Jesus.
And make sure to join the Patreon.
For the love of God. I may not know what it is, but you can join.
We're inching towards 100, about to hit 90, but hoping for 100 in the next couple weeks.
Guys.
It's also getting nicer out. And Drago, this is an interesting thing. I saw you play basketball with one of our friends this weekend.
Yeah, Matt Kennedy.
But you've refused to play me one-on-one in basketball.
Jeff wants to play when it's 30 degrees out in the cold.
But you're playing now? The weather now is good enough for you?
I'll tell you what, dude, my jumper is very much still there.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I can still shoot the rock.
I shot around.
I can't really believe it. One of my buddies said when we were back in college, he was like, "You're gonna be able to make a 3 till you're 80," and now I know that's true.
Absolutely.
I'm not a walking bucket, but I'm a standstill bucket. Do not leave me open.
Yeah,
Do not leave me open.
You can't move though. The dribbling, the agility's gone.
My knees immediately were just like
really
crack. Like
that's how I beat you.
I played I played 3 games and I was done, dude. Being this tall after 30 is bad.
It's hell.
It is hell on earth.
You cleaned up on pussy for 30 years, and now
if I could be 5'11" now, I would take it, dude. Because your joints, your knees, everything is fine. It's intact. Everything I do, dude, if I sleep wrong, this body, it just betrays me.
I'll tell you this. I never wish to be any height than what I was. I loved who I was my whole life. I wish the moles would be gone off my face.
The moles are very tough.
I went to this like Jewish Uzbek barber, and he upsold me on a face shave. But then I didn't realize when you clean shave my face, these moles really stick out. I didn't realize how when I'm a clean baby face, it looks like I have a serious disease on my face.
Yeah, because
it looked really bad.
And also, you're practically chinless.
I have no chin. It often turns into a triple chin. People note it. On almost every photo I post on Instagram, a couple of you are kind enough to point out that I have a triple chin. And thank you. I'm the skinniest man in the world with a triple chin.
With the Buddha belly.
With a Buddha. I'm actually getting rid of that. I'm getting a bit of I'm going to have a six-pack in the next couple of months. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I'm working out, dude.
The guy's got no chin.
No chin, no biceps, but I'm going to have some good abs.
Also, not really any shoulders on him.
Oh, I bet I could bench close to what you bench.
Now maybe.
I bet I could. I bet 10 reps. What do you think you could bench?
I have no idea.
I bet I could bench 140.
Okay.
That's not
for
a lot.
10 times?
I think I could do it 10 times.
That's fine.
I think I would be in incredible pain, but I think I could do it. I think I could do 10.
My max in college was 290
one
time.
Oh my God. Never mind. I don't think I'm quite to your level. You did 290?
Well, that's when I was at my very strongest.
Yeah, 290 is good,
I was a
though.
dog, dude.
What did you weigh? What were you weighing at your 210?
215.
So you're kind of, I forget you're tall.
I was
too.
strong as shit. My body is gone.
Wow.
It's done. But I can absolutely
stroke
it.
You let it go, though.
What do you mean I let it go?
You don't work out.
I would.
Why not?
I have my knees have been betraying me. My ankles been betraying me.
You don't think that's because of you not working out? Or don't you think
what I do need to do more like leg work.
Yeah,
I got to keep, if I can get my ass back, if I can get the quads back, then I'll be able to run better. I do need to do some more weight stuff.
Will you play me finally in a game of basketball?
Yeah. After playing hoops a little bit this weekend,
I think I'll get a point on you. I think I'll get 1 point on you, and that's all I want.
I'll tell you.
I'll bet you $100 I'll get 1 point on you.
Maybe a point.
What do we go up to? Is 11 or 15?
If it's make it take it, then
no,
don't.
Make it take it. That's capitalism at its finest. I don't think it's right.
You really didn't grow up with many friends, did you? That sentence sucked so much.
I don't like make it take it because I never get it then.
If a kid on the court said this is capitalism when we were playing ones, I mean I wouldn't allow you on the court.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I don't actually think
that's capitalism.
I just didn't do make it take it because then I never took it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I never got the ball and make it take it.
Yeah, I also saw. I can't believe you put your jumper on the story. By the way,
I made it. I made the shot went in. Didn't
your
it?
form is garbage.
If it goes in one time, I win the bet. That's all has to happen.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. What was wrong about it?
Well, you don't follow. You do a shot put from here.
Yeah.
You don't even have anything.
I don't go up. I need to raise the.
You have nothing
angle.
resembling a normal jump shot.
But what was the outcome? Through the net, nothing but net.
Yeah.
In at the NBA Hall of Fame court. I showed I belonged.
Yeah.
It was mostly children playing.
How do you think you?
Almost all children playing.
How do you think you would do on a Special Olympic basketball team?
I think I would.
Do you think you would start?
I think they're terrible, aren't they? Aren't they pretty bad?
They gotta be.
I think on a 5th grade team, I think I would be about as good as them. I think
on a fifth grade team?
or 6th grade.
Yeah, can you look up Special Olympics?
We're not doing this to laugh at them. This is to laugh at me. Special Olympics basketball. I bet they actually are decent. I bet a few of them are good. What is there a video? Do we got any videos of them playing? A little highlight reel, perhaps. Special Olympics basketball. Again,
okay.
We're not doing this to mock the athletes. It's to mock me.
What would be your deficiency on the team?
I would be
zero empathy.
Lack of eye contact, maybe. Do they have a highlight?
And honestly, I think people saw the character, the heart of this team. Everybody ended up cheering for him. They're so kind to each other. They're so kind to people. And next thing I know, we got a phone call that we were chosen as. And bounce it like that. Don't travel. Good pick.
Whoa, okay. They ain't bad.
This team, if you take each person individually and you get to know them, they are absolutely remarkable individuals.
Yeah, I don't think
My name is David Williams, and we at practice today. Hey, representing Arizona / Team USA.
Off the bench.
It's all about
you would have to be
sportsmanship, helping each other out.
That was good.
Playing the right way.
I could not do a
I changed throughout the years, joining the Special Olympics basketball team and stuff at my program, and it made me more open and stuff.
Oh, you before games? I heard that.
It's really unbelievable to play for the World Olympics. I've been living in Arizona pretty much my whole life, and it's really good to represent.
Parents so
What went wrong?
Why won't the coach play you?
Yeah.
And you're
Why
like,
isn't coach playing?
you're like David's
a monster.
He's a monster. I can't.
He's drooling on the court, and he's still outscoring me 10-1. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know what? You hate to see it.
You probably would know the plays better.
I'd be able to recognize. I'd be the play caller.
Yeah.
I'd be the play caller. A1. Do A1. I don't know what
steak sauce.
I don't know. What do you call play? I don't even remember what basketball plays were called. Diamond. We had diamond.
Diamond. That's like a press.
Yeah. That
diamond
was a press.
One.
Yeah, diamond one. That's all about all. A triangle. There was a triangle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about all I remember from basketball.
I think you'd be the 7th or 8th man on that team.
Yeah, I agree. I'd be the guy who comes in at the end of both halves. Give the star.
You would give
spell.
David a breather.
I'd give the number 2 a spell. I'd be the shooting guard at the end of that both halves.
Yeah.
Or if we go up or down by over 15, I'd be in. Yeah.
Damn.
That'd be me. And that's what I was on a regular basketball team as well. 7th man. 7th man.
It doesn't really matter.
Good at defense. Everyone knows I came correct on defense.
You're very adamant that you were quick, and I can't see it.
I'm fast. I bet I could beat you in a sprint. I've said this before. I'll say it again.
I can't see you being fast on the court, though.
I mean,
I wasn't. Basketball speed's a little different.
Yeah, I wasn't the fastest guy in the world, but on the B team, I was pretty fast.
Yeah,
I was on the B team.
What's that?
I was on the B Catholic school team.
What's the feeling like when you are relegated to the B squad with the other guys? Like, are you guys? Is everyone saying just like, I guess we're not very good?
I was having fun. I had a blast.
I guess no one's really taking it seriously.
I was on the A team. I was the worst player on the A team one year, and that's not fun. I'd rather be the 3rd best player on the B team.
This is actually kind of interesting, like to think about, because I remember back in high school, like other people, like lacrosse players, or like maybe some like people on the soccer team or whatever. I just remember other athletes, like during the day, like seeing them, like you wear like your jersey during the on game day or something like that. Or maybe like your warm-ups or something like that. And I just remember being like, none of the guys were like that nervous for the game or whatever. It was such a, I feel like high school sports for a lot of people were fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we weren't trying to go pro.
It was like genuinely insanely stressful.
Oh, I
for
bet.
Me.
Yeah,
and
it sounded terrible.
It was not like during the days. It was just like you
thinking about
game
the game
days was
all
so
day.
Intense and so like it was awful.
Yeah,
dude.
You're just thinking about plays and strategies all day, and like who's on the other team and
like,
all that shit.
During Christmas, I know that we have a Christmas tournament. The 3 days after that was the Proviso West tournament.
Yeah,
where, everyone would show up. So it's like so I'm not. You're just so stressed out.
You don't even get a Christmas break.
All these. I just remember all these kids being like, "Oh yeah, like I got a game later." I'm just like, "Why are you?"
Oh yeah.
So
track meets were fun as hell. I had a blast. I was mostly hanging out. You'd want to run 2 races.
I never had that experience.
Oh, see, I was fucked up.
I just remember being so so dialed in.
You know what we did during cross country practice? Our coach would be like, "Go run 7 miles," and we would stop at this pizza place and just get pizza. Probably every 3rd practice, we'd go get Italian dunkers and a small pizza from this place. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah,
some of the best times of my life, honestly, were playing hooky and eating pizza during cross country practice.
Ditching.
So fun.
Wow.
I mean, it's why I never ran better than a 18-minute 5K, but that's why I wasn't very good. I think I did 17, but that was not good.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
I distinctly remember that. God, that brings back some stressed out memories. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting stressed thinking about your stress?
Yeah. Just like,
wow.
God, damn, that was
the
intense.
anxiety ball is coming back. We love that.
Biggest game of my high school career. We're in the Elite 8 of the playoffs. My math teacher
for the Illinois State basketball.
Yeah, and he was like, I bet you're not really present right now for this class. And I was like, yeah. And this is like as everyone's filing in, and he's like, if you don't want to be here today, that's fine. And I was like, I can just go. And he was like, yeah, get out of here. He's like, don't worry about it.
Oh my God. And that's why he doesn't know how to calculate a tip. That's why at the restaurant he's like, 20%? What's that?
We've already done the plumber thing. We don't have to talk about this here.
We could. I'm
down.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the math on a tip.
You want to have this?
I wasn't talking about that. But
I'll do this,
we
dude.
can do it again.
Do you want to do this?
We have. How much time do we have left? We got about probably 5 to 8 minutes left, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do this in the final thing. We got into a little spat in the group chat.
I wanted to knock you out.
You guys might remember, I don't remember when this was, but probably 6 months ago, we had a great debate on whether I should have tipped the plumber who cleaned up our shit-covered bathroom floor.
Their bathroom was entirely covered in shit. A plumber came by and had to clean up the entire floor.
Which is what plumbers do.
And there's 4 guys in this house.
Yes.
And I
4
said
unemployed men during the pandemic. This is about
who were getting $1,200 a week.
$1,200 a week?
You guys
I did not get $1,200.
You guys were getting $800 a week.
$800 a week. $800 a week. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Which is good.
That only lasted for 6 months. Then we got nothing. Yeah.
That's not true.
It went down to $400.
You guys were getting like $600 for the next year.
No, it went down to $400.
Don't lie.
I'm not
Don't lie to the people.
I'm not lying. I think it was $1,000 for a while. Then went down to $400 for a long time.
And you got grants.
That's not a lot. You know that. That's not an incredible amount of money.
$800 a week.
$800 a week.
While you're paying $500
$40K a month a year.
While you're paying $500 a month.
The plumber
was
plumbers. We looked this up. They make $90K a year.
They make $50 to $90K a year.
They
make $50 to $90K a year.
How much does a plumber in Illinois make? A plumber make How much does the average plumber in Illinois? Can we do it in Chicago? Because I feel like that would be a higher salary. Average salary plumber in Chicago. 50 to 83K a year. All of them making more than every member of our house.
That's not even the point. Bartenders make 50 to 80K a year, Jeff.
Yeah, but that's a social custom.
And you tip them for 2 highlights.
Yeah, but they also don't.
We also know this for a fact that if a plumber goes above and beyond,
the average salary for a plumber in Chicago is $63K. Okay.
What does that matter?
I think if someone makes a lot more than me, I should have to tip them.
If they went above and beyond for their service,
you do tip everyone who goes above and beyond in every aspect of life. Every aspect of life, you should tip me every week on this podcast. Throw me a $5 every fucking week. He already owes me $5 for David Stern.
I feel like it's an undeniable thing that if a guy cleans shit off your floor for an hour, you should give him $5.
They were also 3 days late, and the shit has been stewing on the ground for 3 days.
That's
so
not
we were
his
pretty
fault.
I think it's probably 20% his fault.
He's probably been very busy taking care of people's houses during a pandemic. He's probably very stressed out. He probably has a family to take care of.
This guy, he was kind of like a wild card. I doubt he had a family.
Oh, really?
He's a wild dude. Yeah.
Really? But you're positive he made more than you guys.
Yes, I'm positive. I'm 100% positive.
But that doesn't matter if he does something for you guys.
Well, we're gonna throw him. You want me to throw him $5?
You don't
think give him a $5 bill?
You really don't think giving the guy $5 each of you for him coming over and cleaning up the shit? You don't think you should give him $5 each?
If I owned the house, yes, I would tip him. But I didn't. We have a landlord who pays him. I would not. I don't tip then. If I own the property, yeah, I would tip him.
If you own the property?
Because then I'm responsible for it. I set it up. The landlord set it up. They picked him. They contract him out.
There's nothing that comes to mind for you that
I also would tip him now because I make more money. But back then, no, I don't think. I think we were unemployed.
But the bartender thing should make this. This is why this doesn't add up for me.
That's a societal custom.
Jeff, the guy cleaned shit off your floor. What's more like what? How could that not be?
Are you
so
tipping like
a
grocery store attendant when they clean up milk in aisle 3?
That's not your house.
If you drop a thing of milk and it shatters, would you tip the guy who cleaned it up?
In the grocery store?
Yeah, would you tip that janitor?
That's not where I live.
If you did it, you knocked it over. Would you tip him?
If I knocked it over?
He's going above and beyond. You knocked over a glass of milk or whatever, something glass, and it breaks, shattered.
I don't think this is like an analogous
It's not 1-to-1, but
it's not even close to 1-to-1.
It's not even close to 1-to-1. Probably 3-to-1 but yeah.
No, it's not.
It's slightly related. Would you tip? You just tip everyone who goes above and beyond.
If a bartender charges you
conductor?
$8 for 2 high lifes, you give them $2. That guy cleaned shit off your floor for an hour.
Okay,
and you can't give him $5?
In the moment, I think we made the right decision. I think we did. It's not just me. There were three other people made the same decision. No one ever said anything.
Because you guys are bad people. I'm saying you're wrong.
You think we're all wrong?
Do you know how many people tip?
Would tip how much do you tip your plumber? Normal plumbing, just like.
But this is what Gasper Googled. If they do their normal job, they're being paid, right?
You don't think cleaning? I think cleaning up shit's probably a pretty normal plumber thing.
That much shit?
It was a lot of shit. Okay, most of the time it is not necessary to tip an electrician or plumber. However, if they do anything extra or spend more time, the tip is always appreciated with the minimum. Minimum being $20.
I'm not insane.
Minimum.
Here.
This is from AARP. Those socialist pigs.
The fact that you'll tip a bartender no matter what. You tip your Uber Eats guy all the time?
I never order Uber Eats, but I would tip. I tip a delivery driver. Yeah, of course, 20%. Yeah,
no doubt, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, they get paid almost nothing.
Why wouldn't
they get paid
you?
Almost nothing? Delivery drivers
but just the job, Jeff. Yeah, how does that not register to you? It's one of the that's such a fuck. Didn't you say the guy
an electrician?
Hey, tell me this. Didn't you say the guy was coughing the whole time because he had to smell shit?
He gagged when he entered the room at first. Sure, I'd also been gagging for 3 days in the summer heat.
You really wouldn't have redone it?
Festered.
You really wouldn't have collected $5 each from the guys?
If it happened today, I would. Back in the predicament we were in then, the economic situation we were in, I think it was not required of us.
Oh, when you're getting an insane amount of money from the government,
it's not
that
an
you just weren't
insane amount of money.
You guys
do the math. $800 a week's not even. I bet that's $35 to $40K a year. It wasn't even for a full year.
You guys were buying fifths of alcohol every night.
Yeah, we're allowed to do that with our own money. Yeah.
That's
why we were probably poor and unemployed. Because we were alcoholics partying. Yeah,
you could have gotten a job.
Well, I could have. Yeah, I went to grad school instead. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah, it wasn't a great use of my time, but I did it.
It just doesn't make any sense. You'll tip other things.
Have
you ever tipped what's the cleaning ladies at like a hotel or anything?
I do tip the cleaning ladies about 70% of the time, probably. If I usually leave $10.
Really?
They also get paid nothing. They deserve that more. I think that's a harder job.
Are you fucking nuts, dude?
Especially with what I do to the pillows at a Holiday Inn, I think they deserve a few extra bucks. They gotta smell my cum on there.
We'll let the people decide on this one. I think you're so out of pocket,
I think
dude.
it's insane.
I can't believe you're defending it.
Have you tipped the plumber? When was the last time you tipped a plumber?
I haven't had shit all over my apartment.
So you don't tip them normally?
I haven't had an interaction with a plumber in my life.
In your life?
No.
Huh. And you're really going off on this. Never even experienced it in your life.
I had a guy come to our apartment. I'll say this. When we were at Sealy, I had a guy come to our apartment that he fixed 2 fire alarms. The fire
detector.
Fire detectors. I gave him $5.
You gave him $5?
Yes.
Huh. I think I don't even get why you would do that.
I just thought it was you know what, dude? In moments like that, the guy came over. It was during the pandemic. At the time, the guy was fucking risking his life.
Sure.
It was his job.
Guess, yeah.
It was his job. But
you go from anti-vax to risking his life for COVID?
I wasn't anti-vax at this point because the booster hadn't fucked me yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Fauci hadn't fucked me yet.
I forgot the Italian got you, yeah.
Another Italian
bending you over and fucking you, not unlike college.
We'll let the listeners decide, Jeff. Let's sign
sound off
here.
if the plumber thing was right. I think it was right, but whatever. We're about to record a Patreon. Make sure to join the Patreon if you want to hear. We got a great guest this week, Casey Shormina, a writer for SNL. It's going to be a good Patreon. Please make sure to join that. We really need the money. Drago, remember, got a CAT scan only 2 weeks ago, so they're not free, unfortunately, because we don't have socialized medicine, but it might be soon. Might be, Drago.
I hope
What
so.
episode number are we on? Do you remember?
70?
He has no idea what podcast he's on. We're on episode 68 of You're an Idiot. 68 episodes, N-word free, ladies and gentlemen. Only 32 more episodes till the big party where we let it fly in Little Rock, Arkansas. You all know. Y'all are getting your tickets mid-October. I think we looked it up. Thank you for listening. Please join the Patreon. Good night and good luck.